2 drifts, no bites. Oh, nothing. Not good. Okay, we gotta change this out. This isn't working. We're wasting time. These fish just aren't biting spoons this morning. So then we'll try a little night crawler action. See if that works. Big juicy night crawler bouncing on the bottom. See what happens. There he is. Crazy. I went through that spot with spoons and blade baits like 5 seconds ago, and I put a worm down there, instantly got hit. That's how it goes with these spring walleye. The water temperature is still pretty chilly, so you never really know what you're going to be after that day. This one just wanted a plain old BMC moon-eye jig. It's a nice fish too. Ooh, he nailed that thing. That's crazy. Look how far that thing is down in his mouth. He sucked that thing right in. He's hungry. Alright, first walleye in the boat this morning. That is the deepest I've ever hooked a walleye on a big jig like that. And that thing is way down in there. I'm gonna have to give that back to me, buddy. I kind of need it. There you go. First walleye in the boat this morning. Well, as I always say, where there's one, there's usually many more. So just reset as soon as I get this guy bled out. Nice. It's a good eater size. Probably get another fish off that. Just thread it back on there. That's why I like these VMC moon-eye jig hooks. They have that worm keeper on there. Helps you from getting so easily stripped. A little bit challenging today. I've got a little bit of a breeze to my back, so it's pushing me downstream just a touch faster than I prefer to go. Trying to stay with a natural drift as much as possible. There we go. Just trying to get that straight up down. That's the key, right? Like, you miss so many bites if you don't get straight up down. This way, if they grab it, I'm lifting straight up, and the hook just goes right in the top of their mouth. All I'm doing is just tapping this thing on the bottom. There it is. See the bottom? I want to go slack like that. And tap. Tap. And if I keep that line tight, I can usually feel them thump it. There's like little cracks down there. I'm dropping down in the hole. Oh, the wind is killing me. It's killing my drift. Coming back up. I'm coming up the slope, so I'm getting more and more line each time as I come up that slope. If I miss the bite, sometimes I'll just feel weight like that. There it is. I didn't feel that, but I just felt weight when I lifted up. So I got 7 or 8 pound, I think it's 8 pound braid on here, and I got a 6 pound leader on there. Another little size walleye. Get in there. Just got him on the tail end of that hook. Nice. Jigging for walleye is like 90% of it is just boat control. I feel like if you have good boat control, you'll have success. Ugh, not much meat left on that worm, but that's enough. It doesn't need to wiggle, it just needs to smell good. Well, at least I kind of know what I need to do now. It's so interesting how they'll just, some days it's just whatever you throw down there in front of them, they hit it. Other days it's like they only want like spoons or blade baits. And then days like today, went through that spot multiple times, nothing, not a single bite on anything like any metal lures, but just throw a chunk of lead down there with a night crawler on it and they're game on. So I'm pulling most of these fish out between like 75 and 80. But what I think I'm going to do on this next drift is I'm going to go ahead and continue down. There's a long gentle slope that goes up to 40, and sometimes it'll be right on the top of that 40 where it flattens out. So we'll see if we can't get multiple fish on the drift, or at least see if we can find some fish occupying different depths. And again, I'm looking for drift speeds between 0.8 and 1.2. That's sort of ideal. Almost the same speed that you would troll bottom walkers with, right? Seems to be the universal speed that walleye like. Ugh, this wind is just making it so hard to get presentation. Flipping me around everywhere. And the bottom. See, I don't like having it all paid out like this, the line, because I can't feel the bite. I can't get that vertical hook set. There it is. Also doesn't help that there's lots of eddies and such in the current, so it's just constantly rolling me around in a bunch of different directions. One thing you'll notice is I tend to swing for the fences when I hook set, and people kind of chastise me for that, but you have to realize, like, this is, 70, 80 feet down. Ooh, I thought that was a bite. It can be really easy to not get a great hook set, and when you're bringing them up, I've lost a lot of fish if I don't really drive that hook home. I'd check that. I think I might have got stripped. Yeah. See, I felt that bite. I missed it. That one, I was like, oh, I think that might have been a bite. Definitely was. That happens. If you think you got bit, you did. That's what I say. So, when in doubt, jerk. Don't be a jerk. Just jerk. Pretty subtle action, as you can tell. I see a lot of guys out here, and they jig a lot more aggressively than me. I'm not saying that doesn't work. I'm just saying I know that this is what works for me. And there's a reason why I think that this little just skirting, like skidding along the bottom at drift speed works, and that's because a lot of the fish that I've caught here, when I look at their stomach contents, if they have anything in their stomach, 9 times out of 10, it's a sculpin. So I think this little jig just kind of bouncing itself along the bottom and short little motions like that really mimics a sculpin more than anything, because sculpins are always holding really tight to the bottom. They don't move up into the water column like some of their other prey, like yellow perch and whitefish. Crawfish as well probably behaves similarly, or it looks probably like crawfish or sculpin. Although I've perplexingly never found a crawfish in any of the walleye I've caught here. There he is. Got him. He thumped that thing hard. That was a very exaggerated hook set. That's like Bassmaster's hook set on walleye. But I love those walleye on fish tacos and on the grill. So I'd rather look stupid and eat well. Feels like a good sized fish. Slow and steady pressure. Don't give them any slack when you bring them up. Ooh, this is a really, really nice fish. Boom. Yeah. That's a good grade of fish. It's like probably 17, 18 inches. Nice. That is a beautiful fish. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's a nice sized walleye. Perfect. Now I got three fish and 4 drifts with the jig. I got stripped on one of those drifts, so I've been bit at pretty much every drift. The thing with these walleye is they have these bite windows where they feed, and then it can just go off like a light switch. And sometimes it might take a few hours before it kicks back on. Sometimes they might feed throughout the whole day. It's really hard to tell. And sometimes it's just a matter of switching up gear, like they'll just be on a jig bite and then all of a sudden that won't work anymore, and then I can go try a blade bait or something and start picking up fish again. So just got to be willing to change things up, but also exploit bite windows as much as you can. Sometimes if I lose the bottom, I just pull it up a little bit and then re-drop. I just want to make sure I have good contact with the bottom. There it is. You don't have to bring it all the way to the surface unless you think you got stripped. You're just basically bringing it up and dropping it straight back down. Because sometimes if you get it strung out, you'll just be dragging it and you can't tell that you're actually on the bottom anymore. There he is. Got him. Pretty much same spot as I've been getting the last 2. Yep, that's another dandy. Oh, he just puked up something. I'm going to scoop up what he just puked up. Oh, I missed it. Looks like, yeah, that's a sculpin. A big sculpin. Cool. That's another nice 17, 18 inch fish. Another quality size fish. So normally I've been using spinning rods and actually still kind of prefer them. I've just been experimenting with this bait casting jigging setup. I think it would be better. I love the rod, and I put really nice upgraded bearings on this so the spool would really just free spool really quickly so I can get down into these deep water walleye easy. But I think it'd be better if it actually had like a flipping switch on it. So like as soon as I took my finger off of the line spool release here, it just automatically engages the drag system. A lot of guys use those for bass fishing. So when they're pitching jigs, they can just pitch and release, and then as soon as the lure hits the water, they release and they're engaged. That way if a fish hits, they can just set the hook. And that would probably work perfect in this situation too. So I just got to find a flip and switch bait caster reel that's lightweight, got a pretty high speed ratio on it, and just upgrade the spool bearings. There he is, got him. Nice. Oh, I think I lost that one. I did. Yep. That was my fault. Oh yeah, he stripped me. Stripped me. Just felt him pop. I set the hook and then came off right away. There he is. That one felt better. Perfect. Sweet. They can be so annoying, these walleye. I mean, you can get stripped so many times if you don't pay attention. It can really tick you off. One thing's for sure is I always use graphite rods that are fast action for this, because you want to be able to drive that hook home at depth, and it also helps you just feel that bite. 'Cause you'll see if you're watching, it's just the tiniest little tap, you know, and it's so easy to miss that bite. There we go. On the bottom. That's why I've got my hand on. There we go. Oh, that felt like a good hit. I have my hand on the rod blank so I can feel them hit it. That thing, as soon as it hit the bottom, I had a fish on. Here he is. Let's go get one more for my limit. Limit of 8. Alright. It's the final countdown, as they say. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. So much easier to get that nice vertical presentation when there's no wind. I can just go with the flow. Move like a jellyfish. There we go on the bottom. As I was saying, I like to have both hands on the blank, so this rod's got an exposed blank underneath the reel seat. So I got that one, I got this hand here, I can feel it. It's better when they're biting really light like this. The bottom here feels like compact sand to me. I'm not... Oh, I missed that bite. Dang it. Are you kidding me, bro? Probably got stripped. Almost guaranteed I got stripped on that one. I felt it rake through the teeth. But there's just a little bit of protein on there. It will still hit it. I bet you I'm so stripped. Who wants to put some money down that I got stripped on that one? Let's see. Yep. I knew it. Isn't that crazy? I mean, the tiniest little bite. And then, boom, your bait's gone. Well, I'm teaching them. It's okay to bite these things and get away with it. So the next time somebody comes here, they can catch that fish for me. Doing my civic duty. Train the walleye to eat lures. I was given 2 chances there, and I blew it. Loser. What a loser. Walleye credentials revoked. Okay, let's try again. This is fish number 8, the limit fish. They're gonna make me work for it. Yeah, it's very sand. If it's like muddy, I'll kind of feel the jig stick a little bit because it's heavy enough that it will. And if there's boulders, I'll definitely feel this. Are you kidding me? I am getting clobbered and I am losing all of these fish. There he is. There he is. That's crazy. A little head shaking. Doesn't feel like a giant, but it's okay. It's a good eater size. I'll take him. Alright, that's 8 fish for the day and I'm done. Well, the spring walleye bite is definitely on, guys, so get out there, catch yourself some gold. I'll see you next time. Just remember, fish smarter, not harder. Bye, guys.